Hey you guys. So this is what's good for Yellowjackets on Showtime. The first season of this show came out in 2021. The second season literally just came out this week. As a show in total, it's been very interesting to watch. So I just got done watching the first season the other day. And it's very much a psychological thriller sort of mystery. Um, and essentially, the premise of this show is you have a group of, you know, teenage girls. They're on a soccer team. In 1996, they're headed to Canada for their nationals tournament. Their plane crash lands into the wilderness and they're stranded. They don't know when they'll be saved. They have no idea when they'll be home. They're there for 19 months, and essentially it cuts to then like present day, 25 years later, and what we get is a lot of the present day flashback sort of situation. So we'll see a lot of the, present day selves with their younger selves, trying to fill in the gaps as to what happened, which gives it that like mystery aspect. I think why I've enjoyed this show so much is because there's another show that came out around the same time called The Wilds. It was on Amazon, and it's very similar. They're not the same, but it's very similar. This one is, I think, very different because it plays on the inspiration comes from a few different things. I was reading into what the creators were saying about this show and what kind of gave them that inspiration. And they wanted to take it from like real events that happened. So the Dahmer party, which was in 1827, and the Andy's plane crash. But then you also have, Lord of the Flies, which is about a group of boys stranded on an island. And essentially they wanted to play on the idea of, could girls play into the same kind of barbarianism as boys could? Could they do the same actions as the boys could do? And I think that's what makes it super interesting, because it really does show, like, it honestly really, really doesn't matter. It really does not matter. And I think, too, especially when you look at the cover of the show, when I think Yellowjackets, when you see different symbolisms, especially when watching the show, and especially with how just I think females work in general, you will see this aspect of who needs to be the leader, who needs to be kind of the queen. I really get the aspect of like queen bee, a bee sort of situation, especially when I think of Yellowjackets, I think of bees. And so you really get a lot of that aspect within this show as well, how the dynamic works between a lot of these girls. And you see their relationships, you see how they've changed. And you definitely see, I think, with any show, their backgrounds, how they're different. And I think that's what just makes it engaging and interesting as well. I can't wait to continue to see how season 2 continues, because season 1 left it with an interesting ending, and now I'm like, okay, where are we going from here? Like, and you still want to fill in some of these gaps. Like, we still don't know the whole not line, the whole timeline, and so I really want to continue and see where do we go from here? How does the whole story play out? What is the full mystery? What are these different things that are going on? And so that's something I'm hoping with this season we get just like a little bit more on. That's something I'm hoping for. So if you've watched this show, feel free to leave your thoughts down below, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.